A new report puts a dollar figure on the Alzheimer's crisis in America, and those numbers are staggering. Dr. John Bertelsen is a neurologist and the chief medical advisor for the Alzheimer's Association Board. Joins us again on Midday. Break down these new stats. The Alzheimer's Association came out with this report earlier this month, correct, sir?
That's correct. Thank you. Yes.
And welcome back, by the way.
Nice to see you again.
Always nice to see you. All right. So the 2026 facts and figures from the group says that 7.4 million Americans are now living with Alzheimer's disease.
Right. The number's going up every year.
Okay.
And as society's aging, as people are getting older, more people have the disease.
Now, there you go. How many more people are living with the disease?
It's escalating every year. They're estimating about 13+ million Americans in the next several decades. So it's rapidly going up.
Well, not only that, but deaths from the disease have increased, right? What is that now?
Well, we're getting better at treating heart disease and cancer, so people live beyond when they would otherwise pass away from those diseases, and so they're living long enough to have Alzheimer's, and so the Alzheimer's rates of death are going up as everything else is stable or dropping.
Is it a 134% increase from 2000? That's staggering.
It's impressive, yeah. And it goes to show how much better we're getting at treating other things, but Alzheimer's treatment has lagged significantly.
I know, and speaking of care, that cost of care is projected to hit $409 billion this year.
Billion dollars.
That is a lot of money, but there is another number that's worth noting, $447 billion in unpaid care from family and friends. I thought that number was significant.
Right, people have they lose time from working. They lose time from social activities to spend time caring for their loved ones with this disease.
And I thought it was interesting too. Alzheimer's disease is either the 5th or 6th leading cause of death, like right behind heart disease, right behind cancer.
Right, we don't think of that as, but it's exactly right.
And so what is it that we need to do to better protect our brains? I think there was a survey associated with all this that said, hey, most of us want to do a better job of protecting our brain, but a very few number of people actually know what to do.
The easy answer is think about what's good for your heart and your body. Those same things are good for your brain. So control blood pressure, control blood sugar, exercise regularly.
Sleep?
Sleeping is important. We clear out some of the toxic proteins from the brain in the deep stages of sleep. So it's really important to get those 7 or 8 hours of sleep every night.
What about those memory games, the brain teasers? Do you recommend those? And when do we need to do those?
I think we all need to keep our brains active.
Okay.
The brain's like a muscle. We use it or lose it. As to whether it's Sudoku or Jeopardy or other things you see in TVs, as long as it's something that makes you think is important. But socializing is a critical aspect of that as well. Oh. There's something about talking with people. It uses the brain in so many different ways, much more so than just playing a game on your computer.
I can imagine just staring at your phone, scrolling, doesn't help our brain activity.
You get better at the game, and that may be about it. So really a wider spectrum, and really socializing is a key aspect of brain activity.
Oh no, that's a good point there. All right, there's also a shortage of specialists, right, Dr. Bertelsen? As a neurologist, you've seen this.
It's horrible. Many doctors have a 6-month or more wait just to get in to see them. And so it's sad because patients have these new treatments that are out there, but it takes longer to get in, and some people don't get those treatments because they wait too long to get in to see the doctor.
Listen, we've been talking about this for a while. In our 12-county viewing area, have you seen increases in every single county? And if not, what stuck out to you from those figures?
You know, there in the counties that are served by KVUE, there are 35 to 40,000 people with Alzheimer's disease. And the number of specialists aren't nearly enough to meet that demand. Some counties have a higher percentage of older folks than others, but it's really just the overall number of 35 to 40,000 people who would benefit from seeing a specialist, or at least treating with their primary care.
And of course, that increase and the lack of specialists leads to a delay in care.
It is.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. No, it's really it's difficult. I feel for the patients and families.
I know we've run out of time, but is there something you can tell families that fall into that category? What can they do right now as they're waiting for that specialist for 6 months?
I'd be proactive and really see if you can get your primary care doctor to do as much as possible. Do the memory quizzes, do the brain scans, make sure there's not a vitamin deficiency, a thyroid problem. Make sure they're looking for the fixable things so they're not waiting 6 months to see me and find out, well, there's a major vitamin deficiency.
There you go, Dr. John Bertelsen, and lots of good information right there, so we appreciate it. If you need more information, Alzheimer's Association is the place to go.
Absolutely.
Okay.